AHR is a wine region for quality wine in Germany, and is located in the valley of the river AHR, a tributary of Rhine, and is situated in the federal state of Rhineland-Palatinate, with only 558 hectares of vines as of 2008. It is one of smaller of Germany's 13 regions. Despite its northern location, it primarily produces red wines, and red grape varieties account for 86% of the vineyard area, which is more than in any other German wine region. History. It is believed that vines were cultivated in the AHR Valley already in Roman times, as is the case with nearby Mosel, although definite documentary evidence to this effect seems to be lacking. However, a property list of the Benedictine Prum Abbey drawn up in the year 893 AD, called the Pruma Urba, lists vineyards in 8 AHR locations. So at least at this time, winemaking in the AHR region was established. Geography and climate. Situated between 50 degrees and 51 degrees north, AHR is the world's most northern region dominated by red wine grapes. So far north, very good sites with a warm microclimate are needed to properly ripen red wine grapes, and the AHR vineyards are said to have a Mediterranean microclimate. Most vineyards are located on terrace slopes facing southwest to southeast along the middle and lower portions of River AHR, over a stretch of 25 kilometers, from Altona to the Rhine. The wine-growing parts of the AHR Valley enjoy protection from the Eifel Mountains, resulting in a favored mesoclimate. Soils vary between slate, basalt and grey-wacky clay of volcanic origin. AHR consists of a single district called Walporzheim-Artel, only one collective vineyard site called Klosterberg, and 43 single vineyard sites. Grape varieties. At 61.3% of 342 hectares in 2008, AHR grows a higher proportion of the much appreciated Spätburgunder than any other German wine region. Other common grape varieties by area of cultivation in 2008 are Portuguesa 43 hectares, Riesling 43 hectares, Frühburgunder 35 hectares, Regent 19 hectares, Dornfelder 19 hectares, Müller-Thurgau 15 hectares, Domnat 10 hectares. Wine style. While AHR primarily grew red wine before the current red wine trend in Germany, until the 1980s the wines were almost invariably very light-colored, bordering on rosé, and often were significantly sweet. While this style of wine was perhaps rather unimpressive by international standards, AHR could rely on its vicinity to the populous Ruhr area to sell its small production to weekend tourists. In the 1980s, Werner Nakel of Weingut Meyer Nakel started to experiment with extended maceration and a significant influence of oak, which then was a style of red wine which hardly existed in Germany. After his wines won the first award in 1989, his style was followed by many other AHR wineries as well as in other German regions. This style is now firmly established as the style of the best wines of the top AHR producers, dry, fairly tannic and with a heavy oak influence. In comparison with Pinot Noir wines of Burgundy, AHR wines tend to have a paler red color and being more oak-dominated. The top red wines used to be classified as dry Osleys, but nowadays they are either called Grosses Gellicks or classified as plain Qualitätswein bestimmter Anbaugebiet and are sold under state-specific wine names. The best red wines of AHR are quite expensive, and are routinely priced significantly higher than Germany's top dry Rieslings. Prices in excess of €50 are not uncommon for the top of the range at more well-known producers, although cheaper entry wines also are produced. Due to the limited production and the high domestic demand for red wines in Germany, AHR wines have only limited international availability.